much killed it. Okay, no, I'm joking. Oh, great. So we are, what we have now, while the next one gets set up, I forget who's third up on the docket. Is it Nate with TeamGantt? Were you fourth? Okay, that's you. That's right, Authntk. Okay, great. So while we do that, what we do now is we take a little bit of a stretching break, and then we have this thing called the 30-second shout-out. So usually there are like podiums here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a mic here and back there. This is an opportunity for someone who's like, if you have an announcement to make, you're looking to hire somebody, you're looking to sell something, you're looking to raise money, whatever. You got your 30 seconds here. Stand up. Who wants to get us started with something? Well, then I'll get us started. I'm Ron Schmelzer. I'm at Bozzello. Oh, please. No, here, I'm giving this to you next.
Hi, I'm Bob Graham, CEO of Bigger Pie Strategies, a marketing company. What I do is help folks like you connect with your ideal audience, the people that want to use what you're creating. Thank you.
Great. How's that? Nice and short. Good pitch. You're working on it. You're a marketing guy. I'm Ron Schmelzer. I'm at Bozzello. We are building a set of applications for small businesses focused on the back operations. Our apps are under $30 a month, and we're looking for developers, especially JavaScript and PHP. So if you have anything around that, please come to me.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Joe Ford, CPSI. We're an IT staffing company. Actually looking for candidates with Juniper firewall experience, at least 3 years. If you know of anybody who's looking for work, I'm looking for Juniper firewall. Thanks.
Great. Good.
Hi, I'm Matt Horn with Edge Web Hosting. We're based in downtown Baltimore. We have a full data center and host mission-critical applications for high availability. We work with Fortune 100 companies as well as 1- and 2-man startups. And we focus on Cold Fusion, .NET, and Java support and hosting. So if anybody would like to speak with me, has questions about how to put together a configuration, HIPAA, PCI compliance, we design and handle all of that. Been in business for over 14 years. Very well recommended and reviewed in the industry. So my name's Matt. Again, it's edgewebhosting.com. Thank you.
Special offer for Baltimore Tech breakfast attendees? Sure. I know how to work it. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jason King. I'm president of Excella. We do web and mobile development. Web, we mostly do open source software development. And then on the mobile side, any type of mobile web and native application development, iPhone apps, Android apps. So if you need any custom development done, come talk to me. Thanks.
Great.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian James Kirk. I'm actually on a field trip from Philadelphia. This is awesome to see. This is Andrew Zaleski. He is a Baltimore native. And I co-founded a site called Technically Philly. We've covered the technology community in Philadelphia for 3 years. And we are very quietly, well, it's hard to be quiet in here, soft launching in Baltimore. So be on the lookout. Andrew's our new reporter. We'll be doing as much coverage as possible, and look out for that content in 2 weeks at technicallybaltimore.com.
Great. Rumor has it there's somebody here from Baltimore Business Journal as well, somewhere, maybe? Somewhere. That was just a rumor. Spreading that myself. Go ahead, Eli.
You guys probably know. I'm Eli, the computer guy. If you guys want to get your information out to the national or the international audience, one of the things I started doing was a daily talk show, and I'm getting about 50 to 70 concurrent viewers and about 1,500 to 2,000 after recording viewers. So I gave a shout out to Holler, and apparently they actually got some users off of that. So if you're interested, if you have a web product or something you just want to be talked about, I need stuff to fill up 2 hours, so I'll be more than happy to talk about it. And then also, I put this out on one of the boards, any of the recruiters who would like to be my recruiter person, obviously in this day and age, the main thing people are asking about is jobs. So I would be more than happy to have like one recruiter and say, hey, my recruiter guy at XYZ said this is what you should be learning. So
great. And Eli is a guy that gives. So, you know, without necessarily asking, so please take advantage of him. Yes, good. I say take good use of it.
Hi, I'm Rob McDonald. I'm the BBJ guy that he just referred to. Thank you. And I read a column of Baltimore business leaders who have gone through some type of transformation. So if you have experienced hardship in your career as a business leader, as so many of us have, and you would like to tell your story, I'd like to hear it. My name is Rob MacDonald of Baltimore Business Journal. Please see me afterwards. Thanks.
Great. Yeah. Rumors. Good.
Hi, my name is Nitin Agarwal. I'm the CEO of MotiveWorks. We are a partner in emerging technologies and innovation for business problem solvers. We are a technology company and help companies to take their mobile product, web product to the market faster, quicker, in a less cost and effective way. If you are looking for any help in innovation and emerging technologies, please contact MotiveWorks. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have a second round of this stuff coming up now that you all know how it works. If you have nothing else to say, then I'll fill it up. So we're on to
All right.
Len.
Thank you, Ryan. I've got my timer here, so you have to come jumping in. Good morning. Thanks for having us. My name is Len Ostroff. I'm one of the co-founders of Authntk, and we're a social video marketing platform with a dash of private label video hosting thrown in. So the premise for Authntk is that we think that video is the new text. And you heard it earlier today that the number of video viewers on the web are going to go to 1.5 billion or some enormous number. I'm going to guarantee that everybody in here has watched a web video. It's more engaging, it's more convincing, and it's more emotive than text. But consumer-generated media is not just about dancing cats or babies falling out of their high chair. It's used every day for business purposes. So whether that is testimonials, and anybody who has a website, what's the most important thing that you can put up there to gain credibility? Probably a testimonial. Getting those, most of them are textual. Getting those in videos is not a particularly easy process. We help streamline that. So what we do is capture the customer's passion. So whether it's a testimonial, whether it's a customer story, whether it is a case study, we have clients using us internally now for training videos, all sorts of things that are not necessarily professionally produced. And this type of earned media is most trusted by consumers. And now with Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social methods for getting your word out there, it is really video is the way to gain credibility with your clients. So what we provide is this end-to-end solution for consumer-generated media management. Busy slide. So what I'd rather do is just jump into the technology. So the way we've built Authntk is with both big companies and small companies in mind. So an agency can use Authntk, and they can manage multiple companies, and those companies can have multiple campaigns. Each campaign we consider one question. So we handle everything from landing page management all the way through hosting and deployment. So what I'm going to do is quickly run through what it's like to set up a campaign in Authntk. So you're now inside the Authntk admin portal, and I just simply name the campaign with free-form text, and I determine what the URL string is going to be. The name of this company is Demo, and to make things even more confusing, I've actually named the campaign Demo. So, and I upload a logo, Baltimore Tech Breakfast, and I can define the maximum length that somebody can record a video with their webcam, or they can also upload their video off of their desktop. And then I ask a question. What did you think of this month's Baltimore Tech Breakfast? And this is something you want to put onto the site? Love to have it. And some subtext. And there are some T's and C's here. If you want to use our terms and conditions, which say you own the video, you can use it however you want. Great. Otherwise, if you have persnickety lawyers, you can type in yours. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And that'll generate this URL, which I'll open here. And again, this is dynamically generated, so if I come back in here and I want to change the question to really make certain that people know this is a question with a bunch of extra question marks, I can save that, and the page will be dynamically updated. So as a visitor to the page, I'm presented with some branding, and of course, all the color scheme is customizable, as well as two tabs. I can record a video with my webcam, or I can upload a video I've already recorded. I'm going to go ahead and upload a video I've recorded. I simply choose the file, go out to my desktop, grab a file, click upload. We'll see how quick the Wi-Fi is here. Looks like it's uploaded, and then I type in my information. These fields in our next release, which will be Friday, are completely customizable. So we can have first name, last name, as well as customized fields you can label yourself. I'm going to type my information in. Len Authntk, BTB is awesome. agree to the terms and conditions, and hit submit. Once I hit submit, an email is generated to the administrator that says, hey, Len at Authntk just submitted a video for the demo campaign. Click here to go view it. I can also upload a video or record a video with my webcam. I've got some terms, some recording tips, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. And now I'm really going to scare everybody because there I am on screen. And I won't make this too big. And I'm going to go ahead and record. You can see that we've got flashing recording, just like a studio that says, hey, you're recording the video. And there's a countdown timer. Oops. Countdown timer that shows you how much time I have. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop so you don't want to hear me blather on for another 20 seconds. And it shows me I've recorded the video. Now I can review it. If I know I messed up, I can immediately re-record it, or I can play it back. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I'm just going to go ahead and hit submit. It's going to cache my information. I'm going to write, this is my webcam video. Hit submit, and again, the emails are generated to the administrator. What we're going to have, and it's on my phone right now, we're going to have a mobile app probably going live on Monday, which is going to be really awesome because now our clients can go into the field and capture video from their clients at the point of excitement. So if you're an event company, you can capture on the event floor. If you're a tour company, we just got Hawaii Discover Hawaii Tours as a client. They want to use it when somebody gets out of that raft to capture that video right then and there, upload it into Authntk. So now we've got the video into the platform. I'm going to try and move quickly here to stay on schedule. I'm going to go into my video tab, and it's going to show me the videos are processing. So these videos are now being coded. They're being coded to MPEG-4, as well as H.264, so they'll run on iOS devices. They'll run, obviously, in Flash, and they'll run on the web, et cetera. This takes anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes, just depends on what's in the queue. You can see I can also, and unfortunately, they're not finished encoding yet, but they should be shortly. Let's see if they're done now. So the first one's finished. I can go ahead and review this video. This is the one that I uploaded. And of course, the quality's lousy because I wanted to use a small file. I can go ahead and edit the metadata as well. So I can say this is the upload, save it, and you'll see that the overlay is automatically updated. I then want to go into, before I go ahead and approve this video, so we have moderation built in, because not all consumer-generated media is fit for going out on the web, right? As we all know. So I go into my player, and this is one of the really cool things about Authntk is that we've got this dynamic player. So if you guys can see, inside this dashed line here, these are placeholders for the Authntk Dynamic Player because every startup needs a cool 3-letter acronym. So this is our ADP. And we can change the size of the videos dynamically. We can change the size of the player dynamically. And simply embedding this code onto the web page means that you never have to touch the code again once the videos have been deployed. So to keep things on schedule, I'm going to go ahead and approve this video. This one is still processing. You see it jumps into the Approve tab. I also have an embed for this specific video. I can change the size, etc. And it's now in my player. And the player, just to show you what it looks like once it's live, is embedded onto this site. This is a demo site. You're going to hear from Mark in a few minutes. He's going to do a shout out for his company, ArcPoint Partners. I'm going to hit refresh, and the video is now on the site. To show you the dynamic nature of it, I'm going to do something really silly. Just make the video really big, save the changes, hit refresh. Ta-da. Okay, so trying to stay on schedule. Let me stop there.
That's it. Good.
All right.
Great. That's cool. I think we'll take you up on it. I would love to give it a try.
Okay, cool.
Questions, comments, criticisms, complaints? A lot of video.
Yeah, this seems great. How much does it cost?
So we're a SaaS business, and here's what I absolutely know for certain: our pricing's wrong. Right? That's what we know. So we're out there in the market anywhere from $79 a month, and then we have a vertical offering for the automotive industry that's $399 a month. So, I think for most small and medium-sized businesses, a sub $100 price point per month makes sense, and that gets you everything you see, including the mobile app when it goes live.
Cool.
Comments?
That seems a bit high.
Seems a bit high. Okay. There's some customer feedback.
For the ones that you upload, what happens if they're over the limit? And have you thought about if if it just rejects it, have you thought about making it so you can actually edit, so you can like cut in places?
So on the webcam, there's no way to, on the webcam capture, there's no way to go over. So once you hit that 30-second, it stops. We have a 100 meg limit on the upload. I've got clients now that are uploading 400 or 500 meg files they're using it internally for training purposes. So when I say that we have a bit of private label video hosting thrown in there, that's how so people don't even care about the webcam piece. They're saying, I don't want to use YouTube for internal videos for all the reasons that YouTube has some really positive things for business, but embedding YouTube videos on your site may not be the best option for some companies. So we provide that option for them. So the 100 meg limit is a soft limit. In terms of editing online, very different business, not something we're in.
Yeah, I was just wondering how much of your business, scaling your business, is going to depend on the ability to scale the storage and the streaming infrastructure.
So we're using all the Amazon services. So we're using EC2 and S3. Frankly, it's pretty dirt cheap. In terms of the actual operational expense of this business is minimal. There's just not a lot here.
So if you're a SaaS model, what happens to the videos or when the
you're
contract?
no longer a client.
Yeah, when you're no longer a client.
Right. So in our next release, which is Friday, because we've heard that from people before, and we're not into locking people in or it's a month-to-month agreement. There's going to be a download button here, so you can download all the videos out once you're finished with us.
Does your current pricing include multiple domains, and do they have to be personal domains, or is there a developer license where you can have client domains?
So in terms of like a reseller business or affiliate business?
Well, I mean, I'm just asking, is the pricing right now for personal domains only? That's the first part of the question. The second part, if not, if you can use it for client domains, is there a different pricing structure?
Here's what I know. Let's have a discussion offline, because I know our pricing is wrong. So we'll figure it out.
Are you open to partnering with other businesses that own a portion of your target market?
It depends on what the target market is. We've found that what we thought we were going to go after was this very horizontal market, right? So we're going to offer this service to everybody, and it's hard to market to everybody, as you guys probably know. So we do have the offering where anybody can use it if they want to, and we're not being specific, but we are developing some very specific vertical offerings for the automotive industry and for the real estate industry.
Okay, and one more here, top of the room.
Hi, I'm John Rivlin from Band Happy. I just wanted to say,
hey, John. All right, man. How are you?
Hello? Yeah, so we actually used the service to run a contest. We said, we sent an email to all our users and said, hey, give us a testimonial, and, the ones we liked best, we'll give you a shirt or, half off your next lesson or something like that. And it actually worked. I didn't know you guys had that mobile app coming out. That's killer.
So Andy and I talked about that. So these guys are awesome if you don't know anything about Band Happy. I think they presented, what, about 6 months ago?
Yeah, April.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. So they just got it. You should tell it, but you got to deal with the Warp Tour.
Yeah, I was going to say at the next thing. So we're on the Warp Tour now. I mean, that would be amazing to have it out there.
So Andy and I, who's their CEO, talked about it and said once we have the mobile app, they'll be able to take. So somebody just finishes a lesson in the Warp Tour booth with one of the people who was, a drummer who was just on stage. The person finishes the lesson, they can walk off and they can capture that person's excitement of what it was like to take a lesson from their favorite drummer. They can then use that for marketing purposes. They can post it to their Facebook page, etc.
Awesome. Great. Great stuff. I'm so thrilled to see traction like this in Baltimore. So
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Now we have Nate, TeamGantt. Good stuff. Nice variety, huh? Got your dongle? Yeah. It's not a colloquial term. I really meant dongle. Oh. I was off. My microphone was off that whole time. All right. And go.
Okay, good morning. My name is Nathan Gilmore. I'm one of the co-founders from TeamGantt. My other co-founder, John Corelli, he could not be here today. I asked him if he wanted to do a little public speaking, and he decided to go camping instead. So I don't blame him. So what is TeamGantt? TeamGantt is a simple way to plan and manage a project. I don't know, are many people here familiar with Gantt charts? Probably, yeah. So this is kind of a more simple version of like a Microsoft project, and it's web-based is the big thing. One thing that, it's really different from a regular project management app that's based on task lists, especially if you need to, if you have a project that needs to finish by a certain date, see who is available to work on a given date, define an order the tasks need to be done in, or if you want to see what happens if any one task is delayed, a Gantt chart can be pretty useful. So this is something that you might have seen. This is like a screenshot Microsoft project. And a lot of people will talk about how it's complicated, it's expensive, and it's very hard to share. So in a project, there's always changes, things come up, things change, and then it can be difficult to go back and update your schedule and then email PDFs out to people, and then that PDF is instantly outdated. So what we wanted to do is create something that was simple, had an attractive design, and it was collaborative. So the collaborative, that's a big thing there. Obviously, it had to be web-based. It's got to have things like file sharing, conversations on tasks. This is something we added in a little while ago, which is pretty cool. iCal, Outlook, and Google Calendar integration. So you can actually, you have a project manager that can create all the tasks, plan the project, assign tasks to people, and those people can actually subscribe to a calendar feed. So those people that are involved in the project can just open up their Outlook or their iCal or their Google Calendar and see what tasks they have assigned to them on any particular day. And it also does things like daily email updates, so it'll send you an email in the morning saying, hey, this is what's in progress and what you can be working on today. So let's save. TeamGantt lets you easily add all of your tasks for a project. Once they are entered, you can simply drag and drop each task to schedule them exactly where you want. You can also add dependencies to make sure tasks are done in the proper order. Assign resources so you can know who is needed for each task. You can also filter by resource to see all the tasks for any particular resource or team. You can also filter by date to see just tasks that are currently in progress or tasks that are due today. Congratulations, you and your team now have a plan. You can even track your progress as you go. You can communicate by commenting on tasks and optionally have those comments sent out by email. Upload files to your tasks so that they're easily accessible for you and your team whenever you need them. TeamGantt makes it so simple to plan your project, track your progress, and communicate with your team. Try TeamGantt out. We think you'll love it. So that's a little video we have on our website that people can check out, and figured I would do that. It would be a little easier than showing an actual demo. So I have a couple minutes, or is that it?
Yeah, one or two. Yeah.
All right. I'll just give a real quick timeline then of TeamGantt. So we started in September of 2009. That's when we had the idea. And what we did is, to first start, I called it a free $100 Google AdWords test because we had a coupon for Google AdWords. And so what we did is we created a real, actual, ugly landing page with some pricing saying, this is what we're going to develop, this is how much it's going to cost. Would you guys be interested? We had an email form, and we got about 5 people give us their email address. So we thought, we were actually like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So it doesn't seem like much, but it shows some interest in the product. So Then in February 2010, we had a private beta. It was still pretty ugly, actually. By then, I think we had about 50 beta users. They were just trickling in. November 2010, we officially launched. The product was getting better. We had about 1,400 beta users that we put into trial at that point, 30-day trial. And we had one customer on our first day, which was kind of weird because it was a 30-day trial, but somebody bought right away. So we were excited. And I'm out of time. I'll just show this picture. And then we had one kid right before we launched. So it was a busy time. And actually now, as of a month ago, there's 2 kids. So it's been a busy couple years. But
Did you plan that kid on your Gantt schedule? Did you? 9 months, you know.
No.
No early delivery. Right, like, milestone. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good.
So that's kind of it. Right now, we're at we've both quit our jobs last year actually, and we've gone full time with it. And it's been a totally bootstrapped thing. We started nights and weekends, and now we're full time with it. So.
Yeah. And I just randomly came across somebody was like I was like on some site and they're like, oh, I use TeamGantt. I'm like,
Oh,
so it's like came across in the wild. So good job. So first applause on that. Sir, over here.
Have you guys thought about looking at supporting Agile with your tool at all, or are you strictly kind of focusing on traditional waterfall project management?
Probably not. We're probably not going to go that route. Agile is definitely popular in the in the programming world and everything, but there's a lot of companies that really still use the Gantt charts. You have creative agencies that need to plan out schedules for their projects. You got manufacturing, construction. Actually, a lot of startups. I don't know if people are familiar with like Ryan Carson, Treehouse. They used it to launch Treehouse, and so it still gets used in quite a number of ways.
That's where I came across.
So, what type of integration would you be supporting, or are you already supporting? Because in an enterprise environment, even in a smaller company, just having one-off tool on a web-based to manage my project, but everything else, requirements document and team and emails and everything is separate. So how do you plan to solve that issue, especially if you are targeting enterprises?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't have any integrations right now, but it's something we're probably going to develop an API within the next maybe 6 to 12 months. And we'll also be integrating with some other products. Time tracking is a big thing. A lot of people want to be able to do that. So we'll be working on some integrations as well.
Great. Okay, Casey.
Now you're live, right? I mean, you're now
Yeah.
live. How many customers do you have, and what kind of pricing?
Sure. Right now we've got about 1,000 customers, and we have pricing is anywhere from $10 to $79, depending on the plan per month.
It's paying the bills?
It is. It's paying the bills.
That's
so
important.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Something to be said about that. Yeah. Good. Awesome.